Fucking hell! It's the URL!
The URL?
Yes! The URL! Loads of new music. Loads of chat. Don't be a twat. Score in cats.
Yo people, welcome to the URL! Woo! How's it going out there in the land of lockdown? I tell you, today's been a fucking nightmare. Like 20 minutes before I'm going, fuck this, I'm not doing the URL, it's been horrible. Anyway, we'll get into that a little bit later. But yeah, welcome!
The URL?
It's Tuesday.
Yes!
We get a new music fix. We get to sit here for nearly 3 hours, chat music, stuff that isn't going on in the world. We don't give a flying fuck what's going on right now around us. All we care about is the music we are going to hear in the next 3 hours.
Score in
Cats! Yay! I want to thank Dog House again and the War Minstrel for doing the theme tune to this so that we stop getting copyrighted. A few people in the house already. Verjoid, Brain Sniff, Sour Alien, Sammy Takayami, the Buff! The Buff is there! Johnny Danger, who else we got in? Connect Online, Callum Rogers, Tollington, Stickness, Michael Walker, Dr. Machika's in the building. So yeah, we're all here, we're all ready, we're all about to go into another episode of the URL, episode 163, I believe. I could be wrong on that, I don't know. We'll find out. Right. Like I say, today here has been an absolute fucking ball ache. Trying to get the MX1 to work in the digital inputs, and it's just fucking having absolutely none of it. And then I opened it up to the internet, and the internet told me all things that I've already tried a million times before, and nobody. So I'm talking to Roland about it now. So let's hope we can squash this sometime soon. Somebody give me some sound quality feedback, pretty please. URL. Right, we are going to rock into the first track, and the first track is by Ishman Sharama, and I believe it's the 60 shift. Yeah, I'm correct. Little bit of techno to kick us off then, ladies and gentlemen. Right. Fuck the world. Sour Alien says it sounds right. Thank you very much. Grid Mode says hello. Grid Mode, I nearly streamed to your page with the URL because I forgot to change all kinds of settings. That's why I was 1 minute late, but that is how this day is going, so screw it. I have noticed when I was listening back, I push it up here a little bit more than I have been. I reckon I can go there and everything's fine. Please give me some sound feedback again. Oh, Simon, don't even, honestly. If I got one adapter and one MX, works a dream. I think I did that when I went to play London one time and I only needed to take one MX with me. So yeah, I bought the adapter, it all worked, and I'm like, brilliant, I'll get 2 more and I can pump them all in there. Set it all up, turned it all on, and it just went whop, 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 whop. Sour Alien says it sounds more reeds. Thank you very much. Once again, thank you for joining me this Tuesday. My mood has been off as fuck today, and I'm hoping to change that as we go through the course of the evening. I know it takes a little while for me to get into the swing of things for URL, and I'm thinking tonight might take a little bit longer. It's a good job we got 35 tracks in the thread. YouTube's being a dick as well, it's hiding comments, so I've got a few that have been sent to me via PM. Anyway, off we go. Once again, for those of you who are watching on Facebook, please come over and join us on YouTube. You get more chat and you get slightly better quality sound. Jay, I've noticed that you've put your track into the comment section on Facebook. You're going to have to PM me that for tonight. Jay Singh Bagara, if you can PM me that, because you're supposed to put it on the YouTube link, but YouTube's being a cock. Like I say, everything is just falling apart today. Loving the vocals, loving the vocals. Oh, okay, it's a remix. Let's hope this doesn't get us pulled down. I'm literally talking to somebody from Roland about it right now. So let's hope we get some sort of traction on this, because it drives me insane the fact that I can't have this one input. Like I say, if I've got one MX, one converter, everything works fine, there's no problem. Set it into all 3 and just turn to the fucking dirge water. No wonder I like the vocals. Excellent, it's nice to see some people on Twitch as well, really trying to push that platform. Armando's trying to push that platform, Jonathan Cross is trying to push that platform. So, like I say, we're all trying to get a guild up together as well on Twitch. Armando is heading that up, I don't know where he is on it. Yep, solid 8 I think for this one. It's a fairly standard track around a very good... very respect. Jesus Christ, I knew today was going to be hard. Recognisable. There we go. Sample. Which gives it a little bit more, you know, vibe to it. The track behind it is good, but you know. Thank you, Professor Dick Beats. Bold is where it's at, my man. Bold is where it's at. Don't you fucking forget this. Bold is where it's at. Bold men have got more testosterone, allegedly. It's a shame about my Asperger's, ADHD and OCD. They kind of get in the way. Yep, solid track. Was, you know, it does what it does, and the vocal pulls you in. Nice track, techno-y. Don't really know what I would do to improve. Maybe a touch muddy, but that might be because I've got things down a little bit here. Anyway, moving on. Sammy Takayami is number 2. Let's hope my advice gets better for these people as things go on. 6 minutes long, did he say anything about it? Sammy says, hi, I humbly submit this one. No problem, my man. I might just kick you on a bit. Yeah, there we go. That's what we're after. Yeah, Dream Jester, that is the plan. We're all going to kind of try and get together and build like a united front for Twitch. So that we've got like a scheduled for when you're going to stream, and if you're streaming, the other channels host it as well at the same time, kind of thing. It just means that we've got a stronger presence than just like one little fish swimming around in the water. You know, there's loads of little fish swimming around in the water. We're all swimming in the same fucking direction. It just makes sense. Leaf is loving this, I'm not surprised. Just going to allow myself a little more volume in the studio. Thank you, Dream Jester, thank you very much. Like I say, if we all get together with this, we can literally, you know, try and, because Hardware Jams, Jonathan Cross does like a Monday night. I do the Tuesday. I know Armando does almost weekly streams. So we've already got some sort of structure there. If we can just like, off we go. It's rig techno again, isn't it? Okay, so some bellend in the Fanoob group put this post up today. Is acid techno the pop of the techno world, or is business techno the pop of the techno world? Man, business techno's boring as fuck. Who wants business techno? Brain Sniff, this is Sammy Takayami, and this is a lot harder than the stuff he's usually putting, I'm sure of it. Yes, Electronic Sound, help your music get more views, share and like that button. Yes. Oh, strike that like button, yeah, absolutely. Make us available on somebody else's pages. It's very dark. Sammy confirms what I said, this is the hardest track he's ever done. It's wild, Sammy, it's very wild. Adam Malcolm, what is business techno? Around about 135, boring, straight-ass techno, you know? The techno that's being played in almost commercial clubs these days. We went to Glitch, it was a great festival, but literally, like, man, where's the energy? We had more fun in like the disco-y 80s kind of room, because it, you know, it had some sort of wiggle to it than we did on at the main stages. Carl Cox was great, but again, it was just a, you know, standard set by him. Yes, Jason Singh. Ask Adam Bayer. Adam Bayer knows what business techno is. You're fucking right. Nail on the head. Brain Sniff says 10 cats love it. Yeah, it's right up your street, Leaf. It's rig techno. This one, you know, it should get a higher score, but because we're listening to it cold, you know, I'm listening to it cold. There's nobody else here. We're not sharing any vibes or anything. It's getting an 8, very respectable score. But if you put me in front of a rig on 3 or 4 Jeff Mills, this would be a whole different ball game. You know, I'd be hugging you, going, "Man, this is amazing!" You know, so we get a 10. Verdroid says, business techno is more for when you care for dust than you do the music. It's about image, you know, and it was always going to go there. It was always going to go there, you know. Like this is raw. This is aggressive. I like this. It's got some sort of character to it. It's not crafted. It's not, you know, business techno is crafted up the asshole. But I think DJ Jones could make great business techno, and you know that might be where his avenue is for actually starting making money. He threw 400 tracks in a couple of years. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, corporate techno, you know, techno for people in suits. It's fine if you want to make it. It's fine if you want to listen to it. It's not for me. Solid 5 minutes of that track, and loving it. Didn't get bored, even though it is kind of basic and just got like some rhythmical structures going on to it. It's good. It just pounds away, and that's what it's supposed to do. And you're supposed to be in a field at this point with some friends. Okay, so lockdown's gonna go on until July. Can't fucking wait for that. Okay, so Afrofuturism, 1989 live jam. Jesus. I think we're in for a slice of completely different. So yeah, Sammy, great tune, very hard, needed a rig. There wasn't much variation going on. It was just kind of rhythmical movements, and that's fine when you're in a rig situation, you know. So for me, solid 8. Sounded like the structure was a bit wild. Could have done with a little bit more restructuring, but again, it's for a rig. You're not listening to it as a song. You're listening to it to dance, and at that point, all you want is duff, 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 you know. 8-minute long track. He says just a little play with the Electrode 2 and the new bass. New bass. So E2, drink, and then a bass, which is a little Volca unit, bass unit. Yeah, no bass. I'm not a Volca fan. They're great for what they do, but they're like ridiculously limited. The bass is okay, the keys is okay, the sample's great. You know, they're okay. They have a slot in your studio, providing you don't have other things that are going to overpower them. And that was my issue with them. I don't know whether this was created. No, it can't have been created in '98 because there were no Electrode 2 around in that era. Again, the E2 is one box, 16 channel sequencer. Great for what she does. She's not an Electrode though. Yeah, the Volcas do, you know, but again, you mid him up to something, CC him up. I'm pretty sure they take CC messages now. They are a great little unit, but they are a little unit, you know, don't expect to get big sounds out of them. 2 second stream Jester, I shall tell you. My trusty Chaos Pad said it's 121 BPM. Again, we need to. I can see the Dream Jester and Dick to be are now following each other and stuff. We need a show of force. Add him to the group, Armando. You know. Adam, the one good thing about the Volkers is exactly what you said, but I'll expand on that. The only good thing about the Volkers where it made Korg make the Minilog. Yeah, absolutely. The Volkers made Korg so much money, so much money. I had nearly all of the Volkers go through, the early ones go through my studio. So they made Korg a lot of money, which means they could have reinvested, which is great. And if you're a first-time buyer for a synth, the Volkers are a good way to get into it. But literally, you will soon find that once you bought that Volker and then you buy something else and you buy something else and you buy something else, you're like, I'm not using this as much as I should be, you know, and it just gets moved on, which is great because it means it goes on into the hands of somebody else who wants to try and get into making synth. So I'm not down on Volkers. I just wish, like for Korg, it's either like a £100 toy or like a £400 synth. Like, you know, it's like, can we have like, you know, I just want like a couple of Volkers together and call it a proper electrode. No, Adam, Twitch is openly anti-music. It's just not there for that purpose. Yeah, I had the bass long time ago, Volker bass. I had two of them, in fact. And yeah, they did big, great bass patches and sounds. But I wouldn't want to rely on them for a whole set. Touch Along is an 8-minute long track. We've already had 5 minutes of it. It's same sort of rhythmical vibe going on throughout the whole thing. The noises are good. The fact that it's only made on two pieces of kit does give sounds are in the right place. Electronic sound, that's exactly what you know, and it's not doing anything. Yeah, it's not, it's just kind of rolling. But again, like I say, this is a pig. The E2 is a pig. The Volkers are equally a pig. Okay. Yeah, I'd ditch this bit at the end. I don't think there's any need for it. Some sort of longer breakdown and a little bit more variation on it. The noises are all there, so like noise collection, great. Like you're up at a 9. For actual track structure and movement of it along, you're around about a 7 something. Just needs a little bit more variation within what you've going on. The sounds are great, but like you had those sounds kind of here. Oh, where's my mouse? There he is. You had those sounds kind of here, and then just kind of dragged them out through the whole thing. Admittedly, it is only on 2 boxes, but yeah, I would like to have seen a little bit more variation on it. Noises were spot on. Okay, Michael Walker coming up next. And we are on Bandcamp, ladies and gentlemen. Face First by Michael Walker. Go! Dean is obviously having a bad day as well. He says, all I can hear is that loud as fuck acid line. That's not moving. Motion. I missed motion. Callum says less is more. No, I totally agree with you. It did need something to just kind of move it along a bit. You had us with the bass sounds and the sounds of the track early on. You just then needed to do something. But again, if it was just a live jam with no edits in Ableton or anything, then you know, live jam. Then says, here we go. See, where are we? We are how long into the track right now? Can you tell me? No, it's not. Well, let's say we're like half a minute into a track, nearly a minute into the track. You've set the scene, yeah? Okay, so we know what your scene is. Now, where are you going to take us? Right, with that last track, you set the scene nice and early. With the, you know. But This is next level. Somebody give me some feedback on the sound, please. That looks like it's peaking a little. This is a surprise. I'm not too sure I've seen this guy's face in the thread before. This is very good. See, adding things as it goes on. But then I wouldn't be surprised if A, this is made in Ableton, or B, this is made with quite a lot of hardware going into Ableton. Thank you, NT. You got me to the drop, the first drop, and it's like, right, where are you going to take me now? Charlie says, reminds me of Static X's Love Dump. I can't say I know the track. I don't know if this is trance. I mean, it's certainly got elements of it. For me, it's more harder techno than trance. But I get where you're coming from. It's got that rainy sound. This is dirty as fuck. This is fucking good. Excuse me while I leave a little reply. I want a bit more change now. Dude gave it. I asked for it and the dude fucking delivered. It's like he was literally listening at the other end and going, yeah, alright, Mark, I'll do that. Perfectly predictable. There's nothing wrong with being predictable. Perfectly predictable. Touch angrier at this point. Everything's in place. I don't know what I would say to this guy to improve, other than you could have pushed it a little bit more angry towards the end. Just giving him 10,000 cats. God knows how long that track was, but we played nearly the whole fucking thing and enjoyed it the whole way through. Mate, that was epic. Please put some more fucking tunes into the URL. That was epic. If you don't know who Michael Walker is, and I'm not too sure I've seen the name around too much, face first on Bandcamp, ladies and gentlemen. £1.25. Almost don't want to turn it off. But in the interest of keeping the show under about 4 hours, I'm going to have to. That was banging. That was absolutely banging. All right, ICI Chemical Sniffer is up next.
Person you don't have to recoil. You can shake my hand, it's not covered in soil. There are many things in this life that could free us. You could die of COVID or get hit by a Prius. So let's join hands and fuck the assholes. Throw away your masks and smush your face holes. Together. Together. Yeah, let's join hands and fuck the assholes. I throw away your masks and smush your face holes. Together. Together. Vapor. Fear not now, vapor. Fear not now, vapor.
Johnny Martin is not like it. Turn it off. No, I love this. So much so, I decided to spill drink on myself. Adam Malcolm says, very Weird Al or Zappa. I like Weird Al. I don't like Zappa, but I get why his music is good. Jack Guardini, this is right up my alley. It really is, mate, isn't it?
Stay away from my face. Learn to be afraid of the human race. Fear not now, fear not now,
Kurt makes a very good point. Sounds like some of the other, some of the earlier Chemical Brothers stuff. Lighter stuff, nice. Yeah, it's light-hearted, it doesn't, you know, poking fun, like I say. The URL is a musical snapshot of the zeitgeist that's going on, yeah? I think we've had 3 COVID-related tracks in the past year. I think one was from Jacob, I can't remember who the other one was from, but I know there was something related. It was massive trucks hanging away. We got this. Connect, have you just worked yourself up into doing a remix for this? Who is this? This is Ricky there. Sure it is. Oh no, it's nobody IRL.
Stay away from my face.
Absolutely top marks. Loving it, giving it straight up 9. Oh, ICI Chemical Sniffer. Who's the light's been there already? Battle Funk's been there already. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Yeah, good track. Like it. Fun. Gives a little snapshot of what's going on in the world right now. Doesn't take itself too seriously. Sounds pretty good. I'm sure if the buff was on, she would appreciate that one as well. Johnny Martin says bad production. That one wasn't supposed to be slick, my man. That one wasn't supposed to be slick at all. I don't think that was the idea behind that one. You know, it was just a fun little track. And I know that ICI Chemical Sniffer doesn't usually do those kind of things. I'm sure the last one he put in wasn't that. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Straight up 9. Good work. Oh, Oscar Leon. Oh, is he on? Again, this guy, a pipe burst in his house a couple of days before Clownfest. He had to drag all of his studio off the wall, get to the wall, repair the pipe, put the wall back, then put the studio back. He did it the day before his set was due in, and he was like, I can still get you my set, Mark. And I'm like, mate, if you can get me your set, that will be bang on. So he did. Big respect to this guy, Oscar Leon. Droid Daturu 11, Rebel Souls. 11-minute track, so I'm just going to do that. And Oscar Leon is indeed in the building right now. Jen for the last track says 909 comedy value. Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes you need a bit of that in your life, you know? Can't just be listening to business techno every day, it gets boring. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on right now. But kind of like Morgan stuff when he's got like 2 lines, you know, 4 melody lines going on, and he's working it, you know, they're working in sync with each other. And it's driving as well. For a 130 BPM track, it sounds like the pace is a little bit faster, you know? Yeah, I see. I can walk a Sniffer. Please be putting more of those tracks in. If you've got like a 20-minute set of that stuff, I'll stick you on Clownfest. Dropped it way back after the break. Yeah, Adam raises a good point. Sounds like a DJ mashup. And that's kind of what Morgan sounds like as well, you know, he's very, yeah, it literally sounds like he's got like 3 or 4 lines running, but it works. Says it's like house, but not shit. I do think though you structured the track the wrong way round. This was all well busy and everybody was making comments of wow, it's, you know, it's hectic but it's working. Now you've dropped it back to something else completely. Just gonna. Yeah, I think you've structured this kind of around the wrong way. There's your intro. There's your first bit. Then you have a duck out. Bring some of this in over here. And then... And yeah, because you then just return to it. It's like crazy, 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 drop out, slow, 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 build back up. I think you've structured it wrong. I could be wrong. Yeah, EMT agrees with me, it needs a bit of restructuring. The beginning could come in and back it, come in the back. Indeed, yeah, so I guess he's agreeing with me. Thank you very much, Manuel. This is Clownwork, and this is me as Blotter with a Chaos pad when I had pink hair. Woo. So yeah, going to land on us about 707 on this one. The structure's all not all wrong at all. The structure to me seems like it's a little bit round the wrong way. Like I say, there's your intro up to there. Then you have a breakdown. Then you have some of this. Then you have another breakdown, and you come in a little bit more crazier. That would be my. But again, the track's all there. People were enjoying it. Michael Bass says bubbles in my brain, champagne. See, you know. What else does somebody say? Connect again says the sounds are good, but the structure is making my head hurt. Yeah. Oh, Sebastian, you need to PM me your track because YouTube is being a dick and it hasn't accepted your track. Says you and 5 others. I'm gonna have to search for at the end of the night. But until then, Lord Byron and the Ambassadors. Oh Lord, they played last Clownfest and they had a horrible time trying to get into a studio, which is not to be unexpected in this current climate. So if they'd have gotten into the studio, this is more of what you would have gotten. And I'm very interested to listen to this myself. Oh, Pudge has entered the building. Bye, Pudge. It's me, Tit. Oh, it's calling me. Oh, Lord, really calling me. Ignoring. Only seems to be like Starling keeps on calling me. Thank you, Sebastian. Yes, and Filth, we are on Twitch as well. Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Don't get me wrong, I am massively impressed by what these guys did last time at Clownfest. The fact that they even managed to get something to me, you know. Shows that they actually want to be involved, that they care about being involved as well. They wanted their brand out there, and they were quite happy for Clownfest to push it, which is excellent. Truly wish that they'd managed to get into a studio for their presentation as well. What they did was great. This is much more upbeat. Callum's off again. I guess that's work commitments, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in for the beginning, fella. You almost made an hour this time. Again, this is geek music. This is festival music. This is having a couple of pints with friends, not that I drink. I like music. Well, stop fighting with the cat then. Another day, another way to get high. Cat has caught. Where was I? Now it's gone. Oh Lord, it's like a cyclone. It's going round in circles. This is revolution time. Yeah, I thought they said it before they said. It's going topsy-turvy. This is revolution time. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. That was great. That was festival music. That was dance around music. That was drinking with your buddies music. I'm going to kill the dog in a minute. Yeah, I like music that's got energy, that makes you want to get up and jig, and that was exactly that. Honestly, for me, that was probably track of the night so far, but for like a different pull to my musical tastes. You know, that was upbeat. It was fun. Yeah, I could see myself in a pub or a gig or a festival. You know, absolutely digging that. All right, I'm gonna just set a little subscribe there. Okay. Oh, Carlos Mendoza. That's a name I see on Facebook quite a lot. Daybreaker. Carlos. Daybreaker. Or maybe it's not the same guy. Anyway, bit of techno. Okay, so we get the scores from the last one. DJ Kurt says 9. Jen says, love a few beers with this. Yeah, absolutely. And Michael Bath agrees, I believe. Astro Amsterdam gave it a 9.5. Brain Sniff gave it a 10. Michael Bath gave it a 9. And now we're to something completely different. Dog's fucked off. Yes, Adam, exactly right. There's not enough music, silly music like that right now. Everyone's too serious. Charlie Ryan, staying topical, I see. Is this business techno or pleasure techno? Part-time work techno or on the dole techno? These and more important questions will be answered right here tonight on the URL. I'd say this was probably on its way to score its gyro techno. Ron's giving it a 10, Brainsmith's giving it a 10, Steven says fire, Downcore says nice work, adding it. I'm sure this is the guy who draws penises, or used to draw penises until he lost his BlackBerry on all of my stuff. Yeah, Charlie, I don't think it can be business techno if it's got that happy, positive vibe to it. But I get where you're coming from. It's got like one foot in that door. Again, its noise creation is beautiful. Placement of those noises is wonderful. Happy, upbeat. Yes, Charlie, it could indeed be really bad teeth techno. Absolutely. Yeah. Is it a 9? Is it a 9? Is it cool to give it anything under? In Clownarmy, producers or fans or whatever that are really into that business techno kind of sound. I guess we'll, I don't know, ask them into heart. I'm gonna go with an 808 on this one. It's really good track. Tiny touch light and bouncy for my liking, but noise creation and placement of those noises absolutely spot on. Got your point across in 3.5 minutes. So yeah, that was Carlos Mendoza. I'm sure that is the guy that used to draw penises on everything before he lost his BlackBerry. I am absolutely sure of it. Oh, is this Ron? Yes, it is. Ron Begin. DJ Flexible. Again, the last track you put in was so quiet, Ron. It was a live jam though, so sometimes this happens. This time, my man. Jester says 7 fish. That track is better than what I could make it. Yeah, absolutely. I suffer from cramming too many noises in and not worrying about separation of frequencies. And I sound shit. So. Jen's blasting us through Bluetooth speakers at the moment. Honestly, Stockbox, literally anything. Excuse me. I know! There never is anybody there! All somebody's got to do is walk past the fucking door and the dog goes into ultra bark mode, don't you? Someone said get a dog. Someone said it'd be fun. And I want to strangle everybody who said get a dog, it'd be fun. It's like having a 3-year-old with no fucking off switch, isn't it? Literally, anybody walks past the cocking door and he's just like, it's coming, they're coming in, they're coming in! Dream Jester, thank you very much. My music is okay at best. It's nothing original, it's nothing new, it's just presented in a fun way. David Johnson, challenged myself to make a track with pure sounds. The track was made with 2 synths, sampler, 1 bass drum, 1 hi-hat. Also made a track using just the bass drum sound. Dude, I don't think you need to pull any more out of your tracks. In fact, I think you need to add an element of chaos into them. They are structured beautifully, they sound great. I don't think you need to pull back on any more, but good test. Yes, Darren, that is indeed half dog. Sometimes it just looks like a big fucking rabbit. Yeah, Michael Bourne, I really dig the hat movement on this. It's nice, yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, honestly, connect. 50% dog, 50% nightmare. You have no idea. Yeah, David, honestly, your tracks are perfectly placed. Everyone is not once have I said to you, I think that noise is out of place. It doesn't sound right. Like you placed it wrong. Like literally a little bit more chaos. Yeah, a little bit more chaos. Personally, the manual, this is my favourite of the Clownware, the Baby Brave 303. That's my favourite of the Clownware. Well, we've got hundreds. Literally, there are like 8-9 designs and there are more coming. Nick says, can I have him? You talking about the dog? Literally, it's yours, have it. Yeah, David, absolutely. You know we like energy and dynamics, and you know we're all on for like. Look what happens when Unhinged Filth puts in the track. We're like, oh yeah, because you don't hear it that often here at the URL. Brainsmith says this is a really good tune. It is. Touch Sammy again. It's a rig track. For me, it's hitting just about an 8. Everything's there, just needs to be a little bit more variation going on, but then I believe you're aiming this at a rig market, you know? Astro Amsterdam says, I've ordered a sweater, so excited. Excellent, which one did you go for, fella? Yeah, Connect, absolutely. I'm expecting a London Acid City sample. Yeah, that's exactly what this is, and that's made to be danced at. You know, I don't think this stuff is supposed to be listened to when you're sat around. You know, that's not what it's designed for. It's certainly not what I produce music for. You know, I produce music to dance to, so I want you to dance to it. I want it to, you know, and this is what this is for. It could definitely do with a vocal sample. Marianne, it's Unhinged Phil, but Unhinged Phil is a great name as well. Yeah, Unhinged Phil, please keep putting some stuff in, you know, even if it's older kind of stuff, you know. CG7SCIHB991 says, want to become famous? Buy more followers. No, mate. That's exactly what we fucking don't do here. If you're here, you're here because you want to be here. You know, if you're sat watching me chat music to you for 3 hours because you fucking love music, it's not because you want cheap ass fucking followers. And we're never gonna fucking interact with you. That's not what we want here at the URL. We want dedicated motherfuckers who are into their motherfucking music. Motherfuckers. CG7 CHIB 991. You can get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. With your cheeky motherfucking buy followers nonsense. Yeah, Ron, touch along on the track. 7 minutes needs a bit more structure to it if you're aiming for a listenable market. If you're aiming for a rig market, you hit the nail on the head, my man. Moving on. Ooh, here's someone we haven't had in the URL for a long time. I realise I'm well late to the jam, but as I've said, you'll send you submit so you could sub to my channel and you won't lose touch. Yeah, absolutely. This is somebody who's come off of nearly every platform, and the only platform he's on right now is he's even come off of Instagram. Anyway, Dinosaur gridlock, ladies and gentlemen. I think I've heard this before. Oh wait. What is this? I'm going to minimize the visuals just in case YouTube decides that they want to. Really don't want to have to do that. But I get the feeling that YouTube may take offense at the images, so I'm going to try and cover that up a little bit. But there he is, Dinosaur gridlock, ladies and gentlemen. Hoping to get into his studio for another URL at his at some point when Corona decides to fuck off. He could be using uncopyrighted visuals, but I don't think he is. He's not. So I'm going to go over here. I don't want YouTube pulling the stream. If YouTube pulls the stream, I'll ban the whole thing. That is detrimental to my my page. Lindsay Mumford in the building. If I know Dinosaur gridlock, this is all done in one take. Probably nothing done to it in Ableton afterwards. Maybe a little shine, but no editing, I wouldn't have thought. So I can watch it, which is ridiculous, and it's up on YouTube, so who knows.
That's right. The motto was receiving a clown pound. But what you don't know is that the clown was me. Oh, impressive.
Brain sniff, cover the rude bits with a towel. Atmospheric techno. And the vocals are coming from Family Guy. Family Guy? No, the other one, American Dad. Again, rig techno. Yeah, Charlie Ryan says the same thing. Warehouse business, absolutely. It's a shame I had to cut most of those visuals. But anyway, that was Dinosaur gridlock in the, or Slam Badger, sorry, in the Angry Dome. He's got 3.58k subscribers. Jesus Christ, that's fucking loads. I bet he's been buying subscribers. I bet he's been buying subscribers. Yeah, it's touching like 707 for me on that one. Little bit minimal, a little bit moody. I like my music a little bit faster, but I believe people were liking it. Oh, Brain Sniff, you're up next. You got 2 tracks coming in. Yes. Okay, so first up we are Leaf and Johnny T. Yeah, ZG7 in the house, selling likes all over the internet. That's not what we want. That's not what we want. We want natural, normal growth, right? You want your pages to be liked by people who are actually liking them, you know? Not just because I can buy a follower. It's not good for you, your page, or anything in the long run, you know?
The oscillator is an electrical circuit which produces regular signals. Oscillators can produce signals of different shapes. Different shapes can produce different types of sounds.
Okay, so we've got nothing back from Roland yet.
Signals of different frequencies, different musical notes. What happens next?
Yeah, leaves influence all over this. Edge by about 303 sign. Where's Electronic Science? Is he still in the building? How are we feeling about this acid line? Oh wait, Astro Amsterdam, that's Astrid, isn't it? Is Astrid. If this was a car, it would be Leaf driving and he'd be swerving all over the road and it would have Johnny T in the back trying to just finesse things a bit to make the journey run smoother. Okay, you had that there was a line coming. That got a little annoying. And the acid line is a touch loud, but you're still getting annoying. Yeah, the sounds will sit a bit in the back, or is it just my headset? No, that is exactly what I was saying. The T sound in the beginning was a little bit too prominent. And the same with the acid line now. All I can hear at the moment it's like the acid line is trying to bash the track back into submission, you know? It's got that free party march to it though, innit? But yeah, going on there that we want to hear, but that and the acid line is just raging over the top of it. You're still getting a 9, you know, so what the fuck do I know? At a party, we'd be loving that. If we could hear the kicks and the other lines that are under the acid, we'd be loving it even more. Adam says, feels like there's something missing. I just think that it is because of the way that the instruments are put into the background underneath the acid line. I don't think it's missing anything. I think it's got everything that it needs for a track. Moved along nicely. Just a couple of the things were mixed a little bit too high. Other than that, all good. Chillums galore. Brain sniff. I think we're good for copyright on these. Fade them through top. Pretty sure he's making these pages before at least. This just screams mosh pit. Apparently Leaf for his Clownfest 5 set has a saxophonist that used to play for Hawkwind. So that's pretty impressive. Love the way it just ends like that, no fade out, just that's the way it should fucking be. I should be subscribed to that channel. I am. Leaf, 10 out of 10 for Punkness, mate. 10 out of 10 for Punkness. Don't know what I gave it last time. But yeah, nice to have a little bit of that on the show. Oh, Avocadabra. Ooh.
New year, new language of X. Mandarin.
Weetabix.
Have you had your
Weetabix, people? Endorsed by the URL. Oh. Anyway, on with the music. Avracadabra, ladies and gentlemen. This means business. Interesting that Avracadabra's using the volume there. There are words. So I'm going to do that to it. Business. And bonus brownie points for being a completely live set by the look of it. I like the fact that there are, notes as to what's going on. Clownfest 5. And I hope so, because Clownfest 5 there will be a techno sort of hour. Lucy says, great synths, but for me the bass is far too loud. You talking the bass drum or the bass coming from the synths? Because I think I might agree with you. For once, I think the kick drum could be dialed back a little bit, just to like keep in keeping with like the floatier style synth. I could be wrong. See, David Johnson was just thinking the bass drum is cool, but the synths are too trancey. Yeah, absolutely. They kind of. It's not like they don't meet because they work well, but it sounds like they lean to other different genres, you know. But like I say, I'm loving the fact that there is subtitles at the bottom telling you what's going on. Where's that coming from? Sounds like awkward with added boom boom. As it stands, straight 8. Ooh, I like what that was doing at the end. Ladies and gentlemen, Abracadabra, please hop on over if you like hardware. She is hardware freak, and we like it. So yeah, get on over there. Acid Side Techno Synth Jam, featuring mostly my synths. Abracadabra, ladies and gentlemen, 2.5k subscribers. Wow, that's a lot of subscribers. Okay, did I mark it? Yeah, straight up 8, I think. The kick drum sounded like it was a bit techno-y. The synths made it sound a little bit trancey. They definitely did meet, but I don't think they'll go back for a second date. Right, where are we? Cisco, Blood Runs Black.
Ready to attack. Heard you been talking that smack.
Where's Dr. Machika?
When I catch up, I'ma stab you in the back. Fuck your trap, bitch, where you at? Got my cat, bitch, with no mask. You a wet, bitch, you the trash. Fuck your sap, bitch, I got bags. Yeah, I got cash. I got racks. I got real bitches with that big ol' ass. Yeah, I'm the future. You the past. I'm the shooter. And if you have
yeah,
to
Malcolm,
ask,
I'm not gonna
my
swap it for any chaos pads.
Blood runs black. My blood runs black. Blood runs black. My blood runs black. Blood runs black.
Shit, did I? Derek, I'm really sorry, mate, if I did.
Blood runs black.
Glad you're all here to keep me on track. Oh, I did, you're right. Yeah, I did, you're right. Mate, I'm so sorry.
Knock your salad, lay down, go sleep. Yeah. Go to sleep. Bounce right back to attack without a mask. Now some big facts to your face. Now watch your reaction. Like a movie you can only read old fashioned. It's closed caption. Since you discovered me, I've been really hungry and ate the younger me that I took 3rd degree and now I'm on a murder spree. Hope you can fuck with me. So my blood runs black just as far as you can see. Just as tall as you can reach.
Jack T's like that.
Cause I'm about to fucking siege the beach. There is no house in this entire fucking world that I can never fucking reach. Shoot you in the head, leave you dead, leave you dead. Fuck you, enough said, enough said. Shoot you in the head, leave you dead, leave you dead. Fuck you, enough said, enough said.
Jen's picking this up, it's a lot of text there, Jen.
Blood runs black. My blood runs black. Blood My blood runs black. Blood runs black.
Not the hip hop by
My blood runs
CK.
black.
Again, it needs to have
Blood
energy and
runs black.
upbeat.
My blood runs black. Spreading them lies, get your ass kicked, I've had it. Taking your life for one match at the gas lit. Fucking your wife, leaving a gas bin who has it. How many times said I bash you, you mad bitch? You in the graveyard if you wanna play hard. Yeah, you ain't shit, you ain't fucking with me. Killing's my trademark, watch my gun at Mace Spark. Stay at the kitchen view, cooking with heat. Quit fucking around and I ain't free.
Yeah, Gridlock, I believe this is trap as well.
That's me, fuck three. I've been wearing the crown, I've been holding it down, making so much money, I've been laying on mounds with the big T bitches. I've been making them bounce, pussy pounds, no bounds. And I heard a pussy nigga been looking for a beat down. Buried 6 feet deep at the playground. Shoot you in the head, leave you dead, leave you dead. Fuck you, enough said, enough said. Shoot you in the head, leave you dead, leave you dead.
Yeah, Gridlock, I agree.
Enough said, enough said. Blood runs
Like, I
black.
think NWA started it off,
My
it was kind of
blood
funny.
runs black.
You know, it was
Blood
like,
runs black.
oh man, that's a good story.
My
But
blood
then
runs
people are just
black.
taking it a little bit too seriously.
Blood runs black.
Produced well,
My blood runs black.
but yeah, it's falling
Blood
around
runs
about
black.
7 for me. We'll probably
My blood runs black.
Astrid's loving it. Yeah, it's around about 7 for me. It, you know, the subject matter is not amazing, but you know, this all walks of life, and you know, you have to. It's just not upbeat enough for me. Is literally where I fall on that one. You know, it's just not upbeat enough. Next. Wait a sec. There we go. Hi, I have my last track that might interest you. I'm trying to do things other than what is usually heard. Okay, and this is CED Gruns. CED Gruns. Okay. Surge B. It's called Acid Techno.
From what is last.
Adam Malkin says, nice for the genre, I guess. Yeah, absolutely. You know, there are people out there that are going to eat that with a spoon. I can't really comment on it because it's not what I listen to, you know? Gridmate says, beats were okay. Yeah, you know, it was a fairly standardish kind of tune, but trap isn't about grabbing you and making you, you know, pull you to the dance floor, which is, you know, what this show's about, I suppose. No, it's not Surge the Munter. SURG brackets B. I want to be last. Surge B, I'm guessing. I've done it again, mate. I'm really sorry. I'll load it up right now. So you got to keep me on the ball, otherwise I drift. It's been a shit day. I'm getting underworldy kind of vibes off of it, but I don't know. What's that? Oh, that's the track. Lots of people.
What is last?
Mr. 16, I'm on it. You are not missed at all. You are there. It's coming. It's just, let's get this artist out of the way first. Definitely not acid techno. Definitely not acid techno. Yes, David does indeed have the clean touch of your tracks, but not the same banned for life. Get out. Get out. Feels more like electronic house. It is twisted and it has a groove, you know, agreed. Definitely not acid techno though. Sapper's at the building. How's it going, my man? Sexy. Clean production and very well arranged. It is. Love the glitch. Right, next YouTube video I'm gonna make the coffee. Touch faster for me, touch faster. Still giving you a funky 8.5, very, very good track. Gen S track of the night for me, Twisted House, love it, agreed, it's produced really, really well. Very, very good track indeed, very, very good track. That's just giving it a 10. It's just slinky and sexy, you know. Surge B. Right, I would have to, it's a good 5-minute long track, so lock in. This is the track that I missed, because, you know, I do that from time to time. One day I'll pronounce your name right. Just gonna wait for a kick drum. Yeah. Right, get comfy with that, and I'll be back. Can you hear me now? Hear me now. Yeah, Octatrack, Digitac. I'm not too sure what the thing is in the middle. TT. Smack board. It looks like a white. Oh, that's a 606, maybe. That's huge. That's a Typhoon Seb informs me. On a guitar. Dream Jester says his transitions are on point. Let's suck. Ansu says I need more machines. Then we all come to that point where I literally I can't put anything else in the beast. In fact, I might have to sell my Model D because I have no room for her. Which is depressing. Johnson, you know that's a fucking lie. I need less acid machines and more table space. Get yourself Jaspers. Yes, Adam, not bad, but it's a little bit samey. And that'd be the end of that. Again, that was Rig Techno, I believe. Again, was a touch samey and did the same sort of rhythmical thing for a little while. However, it was still very, very good. Yeah, again, needs a rig to really appreciate it. What would I do? Need to touch more variation. What were you actually using now? What have you got as a brain? Is that an analog 4? Yeah, what's your brain in this whole setup, fella? What's running it? As it is 7 something on that one. Touch repetitive, but done well. Rig Techno. Sup, bro, ladies and gentlemen. Ron gave that one a 7.5. Jen says lifted me. This be an 8.9. About 10 o'clock close. Ish. Hammerhead 2020. David Johnson, good bit waiting for the chaotic part. Absolutely. Yeah, you've got our interest. Where are you going to go with it? Odd little noises in there. Give it, Chad. It's only 2 minutes in. It's a 4-minute track. We're not even halfway yet. Adam, no idea. You would have to ask Robin Lavender. Some sort of really weird clicking. How's it going? Welcome to the party. Kind of a subdued affair this evening, I can understand that. We had a couple of stompers earlier. I can't help thinking that those noises are rogue. Those pops. Rob, are you on, mate? Ah, Soxy, don't worry. Hammerhead 2020. So when was, like, it was put up 12 days ago, but I get the feeling that this is kind of early on in Rob's career. It sounds to me like it's an earlier incarnation of his setup, because the stuff that he's producing at the moment is just a bit more, I think the word is exciting. So, you know when people put into the URL and they put in tracks and you're like, yeah, that's really good, we really like that, and then suddenly they put one in and you're like, just doesn't strike a chord with me, and then you have to say something about that track, you know, that is complimentary in some way when it's not speaking to you. You know, it's really, and you know, Rob's a good friend. We've met, we've chatted in person before all this COVID nonsense happened, and I respect what he does. But to me, that just sounds early, unrefined. I hope I'm right, because if I'm not, he's gonna fucking hate it. Anyway, Adam says the sound could do with a bit more bite. I totally agree. Yeah, Rob, nice track, but like I say, yeah, I'm gonna get myself out of this hole. I'm gonna give you like a 7 something on it, and move on as quickly as possible. Right, where are we? Okay. Hansu says, I'm still working on a track. Did we get one? Not that I can see. That is a shame, because he is on right now, and it would have been good if his track was here, because he could have talked to us about the making of his track. Anyway, next up, Prognosis. Not a name I've seen before. 10-minute long track. Are you new here? Oh, this is Limex. Okay. Oh, this is going to be good. I'm going to have to do this. I'm really sorry. We're 2 minutes in. I got to do that, otherwise we'll be here till 11 o'clock and no one wants that. There'll be be nobody watching, it's just me shouting at the fucking screen. Ah, Hansu says no bits higher, excellent. That does mean you're in the thread, good man. Yeah, David Johnson, DJ Skip indeed. Well, we're all going to be here till 11. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. Jens, so you're posting the Unsigned review caused controversy. When you had the gator in the back of the car saying when you see somebody with psytrance on, and I'm like, yeah, set that croc on him. Stop picking on DJs. Hey, I'm allowed to not like psytrance. Everybody is, you know, everybody like, I'm not. Ah, Dean's in the building again. Yeah, see, Yenti, exactly right. I want to set the croc on this person. You, it turns you into, you know, that croc ready for a dance. And I don't know if you caught Limix's set, but he managed to mix some of our vocals that we were saying into a feedback loop into the beginning of his set. Genius. Fucking genius. This is more up my street. It's faster, it's got pace. I've got to give myself a little bit more volume in the studio there. Lots of bass to it, lots of bass to it. Dream Jester says the panning is lovely. Unfortunately, I've got one speaker behind me and one right over there, so I got to kind of, like, if I stand here at a shot, can you see me? Yeah, like the bass is lovely, but I stand here to make music. Oh no, not a wailing voice! No! Please, everybody else pick this track up so that I can hit it. At least it's not a wailing girl voice. It sounds like Indians. At least it's like crafted and it's not just a wailing for the sake of it. I could be wrong. Usually am. But it's got pace. Almost sounds South City. Got wiggle. No, Manualk is definitely a voice, not a synth. I mean, it's probably might be a vocoder, but it's definitely a voice. Bit of a switch. By the way, kiddies, ladies and gentlemen, I will be sorting out the setlist for Clownfest 5 by Monday, which will be the 1st of February, I believe. So sit tight for that. See, now if you started this here and just entered me into this bit, I'd be like, oh, I like this. Jen, it's definitely got a Kurdish-Turkish vibe to it. It's very influential of a lot of musics that are just coming together and melding. It's very, very good. It's not my kind of thing. I like the pace. And the programming is amazing. If you like that kind of salsa, samba, you know. Good. Dean's loving it. He's saying this is sick as fuck. It's good. It's very, very good. It's not my palate, you know. Yenti, no. Yenti, no. No. Ban, get out. Out. And that's the moment a producer made Mark fall in love with Psytrance. No. Adam agrees with me that I should ditch the first few minutes to start here. Manual, I had DSI Evolver. I hate the input matrix on it. It was just unintuitive to me, and you have to know synthesis. Do I know synthesis? Do I fuck? I know power chords on a guitar, and that is it. Honestly. Yeah, so like for variation, you know, structuring like high 9s and 10s, overall appreciation of the whole thing, you're probably like just over an 8. Somewhere just over, no, probably just about an 8, But again, it's personal preference, you know. I do not like Psytrance, I do not like DSI Evolver, but Manuel Care does. He says, I love the DSI Evolver. The synth sound in it is fucking lovely, I would agree. Could not get on with it at all. Programming it was not an easy thing, you know. Yes, Manuel, it's a thing of taste. And to say that I've got the cheapest keyboard available at the moment, the Micro Korg, and I'm loving it, you know. Limex, Psygnosis. Yeah, great track, lovely journey, lovely journey. Just a little bit too light for me. The pace was there. If the noises were a bit more severe, then you know you're on your way to a 9. Dr. Machika. Oh, yeah, he sent me some stuff to remix, didn't he? I should get on that this week. Dancing EDM. I'm hating it already. Am I right in thinking you're from Belgium, Dr. Machika? Would you keep pissing lobsters? Yeah, Manuel, when I got it, I was like, man, this sounds lovely, but trying to get a sound out of it that I was happy with was just a different story. Connect? No, I haven't played yours unless I've missed it. Invisible Woman. Is that dancing? I can't quite see. Not sure. Electronic Sounds says, I like this, you should. It's Dr. Machika. His stuff is fucking top shelf, covered with a blue dot techno. Even when it's not covered in a blue dot techno. Come on, camera, settle in. Yeah, Darren, I'd fucking take a line of lobster piss right now. And I don't usually take a line of anything, I will literally lobster piss to start. Ah, yeah, of course you did. Yeah. But there's an order for that. You're literally right at the ass end. I remember when you put, because I've got the photo of it, but it won't let me do it. It was you, someone else, Mark Walker, I think. Yenti, I believe. Yenti, you might need to send me your track on a... And someone else, but I'll find it.
It's simple. So simple. You don't need to be just be better than yesterday.
Verdroid as well. So you're all in the queue. Just going to queue those up now. But you are at the ass end of the show. Right, Unfortunately, Darren Cole, you're last in the queue. still on Facebook, get over to YouTube. There's shitload more chat over there. Pierrot the Acid Clown, straight to my page. I'm glad everybody was loving that. I was looking forward to that, and then when I saw Dancing EDM, I'm like, ooh. And then when it started, I was like, shows promise. Oh, that shows promise. That shows promise. And then that happened, and it thoroughly deserves the Dancing EDM price tag that is chucked on it. Hope he's not in the building right now. So yeah, so started out well for me, and I'm thinking to myself, this is going to be, you know, lovely little deep house techno-y kind of track, and no, it just slid on down into EDM. So production, brilliant. Vocals, oh man, they're cheesy as fuck. But yeah, it goes with the track, and you know, it's, you know, I think you can take this criticism because, you know, you're quite a fun guy. So yeah. Nice track, just really not for me. Produced to a massively high standard, but appealing to a market that, you know, it's just not me. Done well, done very, very well, and should do well for the market that is aimed at. So, you know, it deserves at least an 8. At least an 8. Yeah, moving on. Ah, there he is. There he is. Hansu Mario? Blatantly, I'm saying that wrong. 13 minutes, my man. 13 minutes. You got some nice kit, my man. Mark's taking his job seriously as a music creator these days. Well, the problem is, right, usually there's 2 or 3 other people fucking sat here, and they can bounce, you know, the chat between them. I just fucking show you the tracks. At the moment, I've got to take my... Yay, 1,000 messages. I didn't think we were going to get it tonight. Woohoo! 2 hours, 1,000 messages. Pick up your bad selves. High five. 1. Clownarmy, big love. One of the simps that I want there, Base Station 2. Wish I'd gone for that over the microcorg back in the day. Both around about the same time, but I was wet behind the ears when I bought it. Elizabeth says I want all that kit. Elizabeth, you don't even need all of it, just like a little section of it. But there's some fucking good. You can't see. I will show you. There's a virus up in the corner. No, oh, you can see it. Just there. Virus TI, Octatrack, Digitac, Digitone, MB, don't know what that is. Behringer something. Akai Force or 1, Base Station, and the Rhythm, I think. Or is it an A4? I can't tell. I think it's an A4. Yeah, it is. It's got the keys. Ian Kemp says no sound. You should definitely be having sound. Have we been kicked off Facebook or something? No, we're still on Facebook. It should be fine. If you have no sound over on Facebook, please come and join us on YouTube because it's a hell of a lot better over there. I'm just going to do my weekly, let's take a couple of pics. Wait for a minute. Manuel says the Akai is pretty awesome, nice brains. Yeah, indeed. For me, the new style of these kind of things that are bringing out are more door extensions, like trying to cram a door into a box rather than just giving you like a simple sequencer and some synth lines kind of things, some drums. You know, and I'm not that into them. To me, if I'm going to do it, because that screen is really chuffing small. I can have 2 monitors running Ableton to do this, you know? Okay, this is transition obviously into the next bit. And like he's doing, you know, so well with the kit. Sabi Takiabi with the big words. A little bit neoclassical. Rather. This is what the analog Electron kit does. I imagine that's where most of that synth line is coming from. I could be wrong. For Clownfest 5, can you confirm this? Yeah, told you, it says still the A4, someone said virus, it's not, it's the A4. Honestly, the noises that come out of that box are insanely good. It pained me to have to get rid of her. But you know when you like, you know, you get a piece and you're like, oh yeah, and then, oh. No, it's not for me. And I tried for like a good year, you know? Right, because you're going in the techno hour, mate. I can't give you any more time than that, because that would be unfair to everybody else in the thread this evening and to the viewers on the stream. But fat track. T-Gold gives it an 8.5. I'm going to give it a little bit more than that. It's not my thing. Very, very trancy, but yeah, I'm going to give you like an 808 on that one. Nice use of kit. Good kit as well. Thought I put together, did what it needed to do. Everyone, when that beat came back in, was like boom. So it did what it needed to do. It was on hardware, you know, it was solely hardware. I don't think there was a computer touching that whatsoever at all, apart from the Akai. Which, you know, has got to give you a couple of extra points, point of a point for that, you know. So there, I'm glad you're in the poll for Clownfest 5. We shall be looking at you all for a set. Okay, Sean Pritchard. Sean is so human.
Dimension of existence.
One of the Down Cole camps. This guy, and I'm glad Down Cole points me at him.
Ether is not space.
And I'm glad he did, because we need a little bit more of this in Clownfest. We really, really do. Hansen says, Hansu says of his track, yes, it was all hardware, apart from the Akai.
Ether is not space.
And this is why stuff like this goes down so well, because we don't get enough of it. This woman's having a proper dance. Yeah, man, I tried to give you a good 6 minutes. We got out of one track and into another. We've got a good taste of what you do. Like it. I like the vocals. I can barely pick them out, but I like them. Yeah, do it, Darren. Apparently he says I'll get Sean to put in a remix he did of one of my tracks. Absolutely do it.
When we say space, we are talking about color or non-existence. We are talking about she, what, that which is not. Ether is not space. Ether is a certain dimension.
And he worried so much about his set for the last Clownfest. He was like, man, I don't think I'm going to get it done. Shit's not going right here. I'm going to have to go to somebody else's and hope that they can sort me out. And he did, and it got done, and it was great. So, you know, another one dedicated to the cause. Can't fault him on his set at all. Love a bit of drum and bass. Yeah, Dream Jester. Cool mum's getting dark in here. It is getting dark in here. Yes, somebody says like Photech styles. Yeah, absolutely. And I love a bit of Photech.
Ether is not space. is a certain dimension of existence.
This is how much of a princess I am, right? Amy calls me the princess on the sea. This has been bugging me all night.
Of existence.
Sticky bit in my arm somewhere, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with my elbow? Princess in the pea. This is how much of a princess I am. Pritchard is So Human, featuring Doombrain. Ether music video. I shall subscribe to that. Yeah, quality track. Yeah, somebody said photechy kind of sounds. Be cruel to give you anything less than a 9. Really, really would be cruel to give you anything less than a 9. I think I'm holding back from giving you anything more because my initial was like, oh, I give it a 10, track it a 9. I'm like, that's only because we don't get that much drum and bass in. It is a great track, you know. But if somebody, you know, puts another drum and bass track in that just has that little bit extra to it, then you know. So yeah, I'm taking my job way too fucking seriously. Please, somebody else come back into the fucking studio. This is getting daft. Alright, I believe we've got somewhere like 10 tracks left to go. Oh my god. Alternative Reality Podcast. Okay, here's a little track. I rate 6 cats out of 11. Feral Cole. Oh, it's Feral Cole. Excellent. DJ Ado there. Ah, it's that. No. There we go. So, Feral Cole filled in for Dropout last minute for Clownfest 5 and played some fucking wild acid, and we all loved it. Yeah, we absolutely ate it out with a spoon. It was big techno. I can't remember what day she was on or what went before or anything, but she was just raging away.
No one nowhere to be seen. We are buried by the machine. Must stay behind the screen.
I get the feeling we've heard this before.
But I keep myself free. I am the royalty queen.
Or something very similar. Oh, 5 people watching on Facebook. Please, everybody, get over to YouTube. Facebook is a gateway to YouTube. Or Twitch. Unfortunately with that, it makes us look really, really bad on Facebook. It's like, oh, nobody cares about this. Yeah, but we're all over on YouTube. So yeah, those of you watching on Facebook, there's way more chat going on. There are more people watching than 7 of you, trust me. Not many more. Comments and no health review. There was nothing in here today. looks like YouTube are doing repairs to their system or something, or updates, because these were not here the other day, and they are for tracks I've actually already played. Anyway, it looks like YouTube's having a bit of a spasm. I checked before I came on. And it's showing 99 comments, and I know that I can see 4 of them. Quick.
You don't know where it's been. The end of routine. I am the quarantine queen.
No, and look, no comments out for review on YouTube's video on my phone. They are trying to keep me down. They have ways of making me not talk. Avril, yes indeed, we did play your track and you got very high scores. I think I'm going to say the same for it that I said last time. At least I hope I am, because otherwise what I say is bullshit. And everything's completely arbitrary and I couldn't even agree with myself twice even if I wanted to. However, what I'm going to say about this track is the vocals are driving it kinda, and the track feels secondary to it. Also, the vocals are a touch dry, and a little high in the mix. I would bed them in a little bit more, bring the elements of the track up so that it doesn't sound like it's a vocal track riding a track. I also think that you could pull some elements out whilst the voice is there. And then bring it back when it's not, and then stutter the voice a little bit. I am going to give you somewhere near 7 for it. Manuark says more maybe some structure or some breaks is needed. Yep. Never mind. Okay, so yeah, moving on. Like what you've got there, the track underneath is kind of good, but we need to be able to hear it a bit more, not make the vocals drive it so much. Like ease back a touch on them, make them sound a little bit dreamier in the backgroundy kind of thing. So that you know, at the moment you got the track bubbling away over here, and then you got the vocals sounding like it's going over the top of it. To me, I hope that is of some use. Right, but ENT coming next. Oh no, it's not. It's Ravex. This is a friend of ENT's. That gotta go boom boom. Told you, boom boom. Vastly empty at the same time. Hansu, I like it too. I like it a lot. It's very, very original, but it's just so stark. But that's, you know, he's called, what is it, Ravex? It literally sounds like a carcass, you know, with just like very sparse bits of meat left on it. Nice. Oh yeah, Ruben, we anything, literally, we had some punk earlier. We also had some skanking kind of upbeat guitar music from the Lord Byron and the Ambassadors. Like very empty, moody track, you know. If it was me, I may have drifted to the bar or the toilet, you know, or tried to find some drugs as this one came on. It's nice, but it's not, it doesn't really grab me. I think giving you anything less than an 8 is criminal, because what you did do was create an atmosphere, and a good atmosphere as well. Like I say, like a carcass, like a, you know, with just like a few morsels of meat left on it, you know, as the track went through. Good track, but just, you know, I probably wouldn't buy it. And yeah. Am I digging a hole? Should I just not dig myself holes? All right, I believe we've got some Yenti actually coming up next, and I bet, yeah, there we go. 303 on the waveform. So we'll have the whole thing. Lucifer says speed it up to 160. Agreed. Dream Jester says 8.5 minimal catfish. Good score. Yeah, honesty is a must. You know, I feel with this kind of thing. Like I had this. You know, somebody said to me, you know, you're bashing on psytrance, and I'm like, yeah, I don't like it. You know, I'm allowed not to like it. What did I say? I can't remember what it was, but you know, yeah, you're allowed not to like things. If I turn it up, it's only going to go boom in a minute. Yenti, I've seen a lot of DJ streams from you recently. How easy do you think your stuff like this is going to be to DJ? Lindsay says, fuck the virus, I want to come back to co-host. Lynn's, honestly, like, Mum's getting the injection in a couple of weeks when she's pulled her health back up a little bit. So it's thoroughly on, Yes, Yenti, not easy to mix at all. Told you it's going to go fine. That's the way Yenti made it, honestly. Well, how am I going to... Where? There's... Like... It's just fade and go. Right, because this was fucking lovely. What was this? What, all the way up to here? 2 minutes of intro. 2 minutes of intro. What was Adam's question? Alright, there we go. Yeah, so Yenti, this is nice. Vocals are good. Kick drum is a little bit for my liking, but it's there. There's some nice glitch in it. But literally, you've given us like a minute of fucking shit. I'm not marking it, mate. I'm not marking it. I like what I hear. I'm not marking a minute, 2-minute intro and a fucking. I like what I hear. I like what I hear. That's as bad as a fade out, and I fucking hate fade outs. Anyway, Yenti causing chaos on the URL as he should, as he does all over Facebook. Am I wrong? Anyway, T Gold, Tyrone Gold, Acid House. Okay, shuffle. Almost a sausage, my man. Almost a sausage. Charlie says, were you faded when you did this? I believe he's talking to Yenti, and yes, he probably was. Apparently you can connect a DJ controller to your Euro rack, MIDI to CV. Not falling into the Euro crack hole. Not doing it. Not doing it. Jen, I think your keyboard's broke. Bouncy. Oh, it's a little bit loud. Let me just... Cheeky is this one. Right, you've got me interested, but we are now a minute and a half in, and I'm grooving. I want to know what's next. Come on, feed me music. Says your rack is a waste of time. It really depends on your flow. Oh, no. No. Darren Cole says, thought I recognised it. It's already on my playlist. No. Don't like that bit at all. I understand the need for a bit like that. I'm not sure that was the bit I would put in myself. That whole bit there. Let's see what else you do with it. Again, my opinion means fuck all. Manuel, rough as a sandpaper condom, that mix. Yeah. This bit is lovely. However, it does feel like we're out of the track, and this was kind of like the main body part of it. You know, you got us interested, or we like this, and then you dropped us into that really weird bit, and now you're just kind of like dropping us back out again. T-Gold, don't look like that at all. You're getting a lot of love from everybody else, and everything you've done in that track is absolutely beautiful. You're still getting an 8+, you know. I was thinking about giving you an 808 then because you put a sad face. But I gotta tell it like it is, right? I totally understand the need for this part. It's like a counterpart to the rest of everything else. works there without the acid line. I think here, it just, the acid line came in, was very abrupt, it's very loud in the mix, and I don't like that broken. I would rather you've dropped everything out, had the acid line in there, and pulled it down a bit. But I understand the need for it. It's oh, please bring back this bit. So you're still getting good scores on it, mate. You're still getting good scores on it, you know. Yeah, I think it's a lovely little track, and the housiness around it, really, really good. Just not too keen on that part there. That literally is it. That literally is it. But honestly, I'll put a track into the URL next week, and you can all rip it apart. Like, seriously, fucking honestly, just go to town on it. Stickness, you're up next. Name rings a bell. Sidekick. T-God says, I will take that on board. Excellent. The only reason, you know, it's like for me that didn't work. Like, talk to some of the other people in the thread and ask them what they felt about the whole thing, you know? It's loud. It's gonna kick the fucker as well, isn't it? Oh, it's a stickness. Sidekick 143, I'm gonna guess. Yep, 143 BPM. I'm a bit worried about this long break here. Track earlier where the bass and the sounds weren't quite gelling. The kick drum to me is hardcore, but the sounds are very psytrance. Yeah, see, someone's picking up on this as well. Manuel says it sounds a bit off, like timing, just like slightly, just need to nudge on. Agrees with me and says that is not a sidekick. It's not, is it? It's, you know, it's almost hardcore. Adam Malcolm, ooh no, thanks, sorry. Hansu says the kick is sucking air from the speakers. Yeah, see, I have this problem in the studio as well, which I pointed out earlier. I was literally, that's what I was trying to do. I still say there's something iffy with the timing of that. Avon says, yeah, I agree that the kick was out of tune with my track as well. Look, it might have been, it just sounded like it was just structured for a different sounding vibe. But yeah, it might have been out of tune. Tuning thingy on there. Where were the kicks coming from? chorus. It's just it sounds like it wants to be a hardcore track. See, Avril agrees. She said it was used in a previous track. She was being a bit lazy from Splice. As it bugged me, going back listening to it, it felt out of place. Like it. I can't give it an 8 because of the fact that it sounds like it's slightly out of tune for me. And it feels really mean. But I have a lot to say about it. Oh, I need something. Like that bit, really do. And then a very abrupt ending. Okay, like with Avril's track, the kick sounded like it wanted to be hardcore, and the tune sounded like it wanted to be psytrance. I think if you add a different kick to it and try and make it sound more like a psytrance track, you're there. Also, I think there's a slight timing issue on one of those things in the background that just kind of, it felt like it was sliding as the beat went forward. Like, I like what you've done with I like the noise creation that you've made. But I feel like it's not quite gelling as a track. A lot of people were liking it. Verdroid gave it a 7.8. Alright, I'm going to load this track up, and then I've got to go and hunt a remote. Nobody IRL? Oh, did I? No, that was a SoundCloud one. Excellent. I'm hoping that, yeah, excellent, they are. You're in for a treat, ladies and germs. Oh, with the circuit. I'll be back. I'm going to buy you a remote. Again, this dude is in the poll for Clownfest 5. Rightly fucking so. Watch, listen, learn. On one of the most hated sampler things in the world, and he's just knocking out breakcore. Nine already. Oh right, Dark Times collaboration, Turning Point Mix Contest 2021, Nobody IRL Remix. Mate, I think your stuff is absolutely fucking rocking, I really do. Rocking it like a pro. Working it like a dancer, bitch. Feels like Sepultura a bit, yeah, absolutely. Hey, honestly, I can't say enough good things about your fucking work.
Mas nunca contei. O cárcere da vida hoje foi ligado com o suor daqueles que têm a
Daniel, innit? Keep doing what you're doing, mate. Keep doing what you're doing. I fucking dig it a lot. And I think a lot of other people do as well. Seeing places he's loving this, you fucking should look at it, it's genius! I don't know what he's doing, I don't know if any of those buttons he's pushing are making fucking noises at all, or whether it's just all on the Zoom itself, but I like it, it looks good, it gets the point across, and he's definitely getting a set of Clownfest. This for 20 minutes! Yeah, who is the vocals? Drum and bass says, I reckon he's got a high score. I think I just did a little sex wee. I might have to go and change my pants. Yes. That was a 10. That's everything music should be. Moving on. Adam Malcolm, you're up next. Honestly, nobody RL, your stuff just, like, when I tried the two together to the arc and the circuit, it's like, oh, it's the same guy. Honestly. Tracking the night for me. Yes, yes, Manuel, that drop does need to be killer. Adam, you teasing us, mate. What you teasing? Better, deliver the goods. No, just find another. So I reckon that's going to find another one. Hey, you evil bastard. Adam's Tinder approved pic. Oh, okay. Adam, it's been a while since you've put anything in, and you have massively improved, my man. I kind of agree with everybody in the comments. Cool roller, put the end at the front. Sweet part there, says Manuel. Unhinged Filth says a bit stale. I kind of agree, but stale is kind of the wrong word. It just feels like it's missing a tiny touch of finesse. And also, it's only like 2.5 minutes long. So, Adam, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna actually mark it, but what I am gonna say is I very much like where you're going with this. This was very breakbeaty and kind of funky. I liked it. I think this is definitely more an idea for a track. For a longer track than it is an actual track in itself. I liked how busy it was. I kind of feel there could have been a bit more clarity to the noises. It sounded like they were a bit on top of each other. But other than that, really like where you're going at the moment. Right. Oh, 2 there and 1 over there. 4 over there. So we're almost at the end of things, ladies and gentlemen. Walk and Fire, Dreamcatcher, drum and bass, all good. Yeah, abracadabra, different levels could do wonders there. Yeah, absolutely. A simple mix, like just take out some bits that were just kind of muddy in it, and you know, and but I like where it was going. It had pace, breakbeaty pace. Hello. Not shut up a bit. But I haven't seen it around for a while. Don't worry, Verdroid, I have not. Admittedly, it's touch quiet. Adam says just working on a new workflow, to be honest, and I like where you're going. Sounded much more together than anything you've put in the past. Just needs a few little tweaks there, yeah, for the ears to make it roll smoother. No, you wouldn't, you argumentative sod. Verdroid says I would love some feedback about my snares. Okay. No, K's track's coming up. Apparently it's out for release soon. Solid 8 so far. Let's see where you take it. Let's see if it goes up or it goes down. Invisible Woman is loving it and just shoving out all kinds of emoticons. Needed that. Oh, this is Jester, is it? Ah, Walk and Fire, WLKN Fire. Excellent, another drum and bass artist. Keep them coming. Like I say, solid 8, fun bouncy track. That counterpoint is much needed. I hope you do something else with it as well. Oh, apparently this is his collective. Ah, okay, well keep them coming, keep them coming. There we go. Not sure I agree with the synth line. I agree something was needed. Linz, who is a drum and bass girl originally, is loving this. What do you want, doggy? Leave the cat alone. Didn't realise you were in there, Fudge. You will never learn, dog. Get up somewhere high. Come on. It's over there, I'll get blocked in the face by the dog on a regular basis. No, fine, fuck it. Lynn's, yes, absolutely, got a Batman vibe to it. Out causing crime is this one in a funny way, you know? It's like knocking over dustbins or something. Kicking cans, nothing like major. Yeah, I'm going to sit with my solid 8 on that one. Nice, fun, bouncy track. Could have done with the vocal, maybe. But other than that, really, really liked it. Sammy Takayami says tight, and I agree with him. Okay, so, like, I don't want to play Charlie now. Because, like, I want to end with Charlie, but we've got some Verdroid coming up, so I'm going to play Charlie now. Mario Chainsaw, this is another one of Charlie's. He's got a lot of personas, this man. Oh, Jesus. Charlie, 8-minute track. Okay, 10 for the cat. Dude, you leave the fucking cat alone! Somebody, anybody, take this dog off my hands. Charlie, you've tuned in for the last, like, 6 tracks. You don't want that cat, dog. You do not want that cat. Nope, not at all. Nope. I'll just shoot a little video while she listens to Charlie of what I have to put up with. Little sods. Yeah, see, this has everything that a sidetrack needs and wants. Darren Cole, I agree with you. It's absolutely beautiful work. Not my thing. More closer to my thing. Not my thing. Yeah, production's top shelf. Like, it's much more up my street, you know. It's got pace. Like, for Psytrance, this is. You know, somebody said earlier, oh, this is the track that made Mark like Psytrance. If anybody's going to do it, it's going to be Charlie, you know. Just like riding a horse. And that's what I don't like about Psytrance. production, pace, tunes, noises, sequencing, it's all there. How long we listen to that now? 5 minutes. It's an 8-minute track. And I guarantee you most of this track is going to be the breakdown. Charlie is a master, a maestro at teasing the breakdown at you. Four of you that are watching over on Facebook, get over to YouTube, there's more action. Told you, what did I do? Fucking, and it got a jump on you, didn't it? Ah! Lids, are you still in the building? Woo! Extra bonus from Verdroid, yeah, absolutely. See, now it doesn't quite feel like, even though it still is, it's got those things going on that... Yeah, this is thoroughly right up my stream. Like I say, if it was going to turn me on to side, we barrier chainsaw. I saw Neuro Driver, and I was like, that's a good side. Darren, what makes you think I'd forget you, sir? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tracks lined up, ready to go for your pleasuring. So like 11:15 fucking show. Again! Or are we out? Are we out? Is that the... Yeah, I think that's right. End of the track. End of the track, ladies and gentlemen. End of the line. Get off. Get off. Get off. Get the fuck off. So, 8-minute track, didn't get bored, loved it the whole way through, wasn't really my thing, but if it was on that dance floor, I would have stayed to watch the whole of that show. Why? Because it had pace, because it was interesting, because it didn't sound like every other bit of side that was out there. For me, 909, the only thing it would be any better, would make it any better is if it wasn't Psytrance. Right, we are done with that thread because YouTube is being alright knobhead. So let's see about this thread. I saw your lovely messages there through Restream. I shall just take Restream and pop her back over here. Give me a second or two to grab my bearings. Like I say, YouTube's been a bit of a dick about things this time round, so maybe I have to revise how you put tracks in so that you so YouTube doesn't think that you are spam. I think the only way we go about that maybe is if you put a message in first, like, hi Acid Clown, it's such and such. And then let me heart that, and then when I've hearted that, put your track in the comments under that. Maybe that will stop YouTube from thinking you're all spam, because at the moment you're just throwing tracks in, which I guess the algorithms are thinking that may not be what you want. But again, I can't see them, and they just popped up here. Anyway. Oh, apparently Verdroid tried that and it didn't work. Well, maybe let's hope it's just glitches on the YouTube page then. Anyway, next up we have Electronauts. I believe this is from... what's his name? with false flag document. I believe it's something to do with the electricals. I could be wrong. I think we're in for a nice slice of betas here. Synth wavy. Yeah, baby!
That'll let us in. There's a feeling once remembered and deep within. We don't need an invitation to open up this door. We can live in a situation from a time before. Welcome to
Yeah, Verdroid, maybe.
welcome to
Don't know what, well, let's see what happens in the next shout out. It goes up on Monday. Next Monday, so we'll see how it works there. And if YouTube is still hiding things, then we'll revisit how we do things. Well, since, up until today, fingers crossed it's a YouTube glitch. Manuel, this says everything 10, I agree. You hold a good point, Verdroid, you hold a good point. This is what I'm trying to push YouTube a little while. I'm going to have a look at the submissions and what format they were putting. 2 seconds. No, because one was Bandcamp, one was a SoundCloud, and one was a YouTube. 2 were a SoundCloud. So that kind of... I honestly think it was a glitch. David Johnson, that's exactly why it's good. It's been drowned in pads. Of course! Darren Collar was just about to say the same thing. Like this, it's a bit Dobbsy. Very much is, Matt Dobbsy. That whole new romantic vibe done with better instruments and better kit, which is what I can't get into with the old new romantic kind of stuff. It was very, very like production rate at the time was shocking. So some of the production values on some of those older stuff is like, says the man who likes grunge, right? Yeah, getting an 808, it's a lovely track. Charlie Ryan says great tunnel, solid 9. Yeah, 808, 909, 808 or 9 is where I'm on this one. It's very, very high quality. Russ says going back to my youth sounds, yeah, but done in a much better way, And I guess that's what it might have sounded like when it was new and fresh. But because I'm 76 born. So in 86 I would have been 10 and, this was kind of in its height at that point. And so for me it wasn't, But that was lovely. That was absolutely lovely. I think it definitely deserves a 9. Oh, this is Moby 1. Flaster. This should be good. This should be good. What is Verdroid saying? Oh, copy the address bar link. I think that... yeah. So I think Verdroid is trying to steer us in the direction of copying the web link at the top rather than the generated link in SoundCloud. I'm struggling with this one. I've had to turn that up a lot, quite a bit in the studio. I hope it works okay there. Oh right, okay. Verdroid, I will mention that when I put out the shout out on Monday. Thank you very much. Clownarmy to the fucking rescue again. Let me just check that that has worked. I'm just gonna load up my YouTube. Okay, yours hasn't popped up either unless you are time for change. I will check the app. Oh, we're ending with K, excellent. Let me just check the app. Big up all the 26 still watching. Hardcore. Nada. Not a thing. That doesn't seem to be a track there at the moment, fella. I'll just go back to that. Just to show you that I don't. There's writing. I can see the writing, but the track is not there. See, there's 100 comments there, but after like 92, I can't see any. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, fella, but there is. I thought you were talking about the show. Hello, Mark. This is a pretty bad idea. Idea's kind of there, just needs a little bit more structure to it. And there's no track. I'm thinking, are you talking about the show? There's no track. That's pretty cheeky. Who are you? So I clarified that before. Unsure about this one. I'm really unsure about this one. That is dominating everything, and it sounds like everything else is just like trying to catch that up sonically. Weird. The idea, I like the track behind it. Just get rid of that. I like everything under that. And I bet it's a piece of modular doing it. Like I say, the track underneath it I really, really like. Oh God, Manuel, you've just made a load of work for me there. I'll read you out your solution to this. Maybe share an Excel sheet on Google Docs and have the link to it inside a private Facebook group. Jesus Christ, that sounds horrific. I guess I could open a Dropbox maybe, but that doesn't feel right because then there's no access to the tracks for everybody else. We'll see how it goes next week. Well, like, nobody comment on anything until next week on any of my profile. Yeah, as to that one, I wanted to hear the track more than I wanted to hear the noise over the top of it. There was a track behind it, and I could hear that there was bass, and it was going nicely, and it was doing things, but that just meant that it was right in the background for me. So, did I say like 7 or something? And it's a shame because I really, really like his stuff. Anyway, Darren Cole track coming up. Oh, cock off. Okay, all right, hold on. All right, that's coming down. So, Lucifer, you still in the building? I wouldn't blame you for not. We're over 3 hours now, yeah?
Brother's trying to follow me to school again.
Hold up.
You can't come to school with me. Yeah, go home, you little dildo. Dude, don't call my brother a dildo. What's a dildo? I don't know. And I'll bet Carmen doesn't know either. I know what it means. Well, what? I'm not telling you. What's a dildo, Kenny? Yeah, that's what Kyle's little brother is, all right. Get this one out. Ready, Ike?
Dog
Kick
thinks
the
there's kids
baby.
outside.
Don't kick the baby.
Sebastian, you dirty little boy. What, me? Hardcore kick, hardcore noises.
Don't the baby.
Was I in the middle of saying something?
Kick the baby.
Grinder. This is Lucifer Lucy. Always going to be good.
Whoa, Cartman. Looks like you didn't get much sleep last night.
Acid light's a bit wild.
Well, today it's Salisbury steak with buttered noodles and a sauce of green bean casserole, all vegetable medley.
Kick ass.
Yes, Lucy. The invisible woman is posting emojis. But yeah, it does come up. If you're looking on the app, it does come up just as words. For Restream, I get it on Restream. It's all like Yeah, there was some green, some grit for the last one. Not sure I like the switch. I'm not sure I like the switch. That's kind of a bit relentless. Acid core though, acid core. Yeah, okay. Alright, all makes sense.
Say, did any of you children see the alien spaceship last night?
Apparently, Virgil thought that Invisible Woman was a bot because it was coming up just words. No, honestly, they are emojis.
Look them on their ship.
Oh, they give you an anal probe?
What's an anal probe?
That's when they put this big metal hookah tube up your butt.
What? They give you an anal probe, Carmen? No. I mean, why would they do that? Dude, they did, huh? Aliens stuck stuff up your ass. No. Shut up, no.
Well, I got to get to the cafeteria. You children watch that fat boy now. He could be under alien control.
Oh, Sebastian, that was a wild track, man. Absolutely wild track. David Johnson says Raving Funky. Verdroid gives it a 9. And the rest of the chat was kind of clearing up the fact that Invisible Woman is posting emojis and emoticons. And it's coming up on the app as just like words, like lots of words. So, Darren Cole says, nice work, Seb. It's... yeah, Hansu says Lucifer music nicely done. I liked it as a track. I think like South Park, you know, for me to say this is ridiculous. I think sampling South Park is a bit overdone. However, I think what you did with the samples, you know, to tell the story, it was perfect. It's kind of what I try and do with my sample, or what I used to try and do. Now I just kind of pop one off and kind of affect it, you know. So not my favorite tune that you've put in. I get it. It was acid core. It did exactly what the acid core said. Yeah, I didn't like the vocals. And yes, I am a towel. Did I give it a number? Or like I want to give it an 8, but it sat somewhere near like a 7 for me. So I'm really sorry if that does not sit well. Oh, whoa. Oh, no. Let's not do that first. Let's go over here for down call. Russ says I'm too old to appreciate it. 20 years ago, yes. Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel like last year maybe has added like 10 years to my life. I'm definitely not looking as young and sprightly as I did. The bags under my eyes are getting bigger and bigger. This is not the face of a well man. It's all downhill from here, big bro. Anyway, the DC. Darren, what are you using for the kick drum? all of this in reason, Darren? The whole thing? Oh, yeah, all reason. Some of those notes sound off. Super, like, Virgil's giving it an 8.9. Yeah, Darren, it very, very is early days. I get where you're going with it. See, T-God's giving it an 8.8 as well. Manuel says not my thing, and Dream Jester says 7.8 chill flash. It's weird, but then like I pointed out the Arturia video that they made for the Micro Freak, and said this sounds horrific, and someone was like, oh, it sounds just like some other artist, and this is exactly how they sound. And I'm like, yeah, that's not for me. It just sounded like modular bleeps and like notes that were off, and it's like that's not as musical as I would like. And I get that kind of vibe from that track. It's like Darren, like I really like your work as well, and it's really really hard to do this, you know, when you sit there and you're like and you know, most of the time it's like, oh, Darren Coltrane, and so yeah, okay. Kick needs to be a bit bigger, but I understand if this is a work in progress that that you wouldn't have mastered it and lifted it up a bit. But however, I would lift that up a bit. I would ease back on some of those synth lines. They're loud, and I use this word a lot, naive. But you may have been going for that kind of sound for them. It might be a sound that I'm not too familiar with. But I know that you are, like, literally when you say you're going to put something in new and it's new and fresh, I'm expecting big sound and spaces between, and that was not quite what that was. Have I dug myself out of a hole yet? Can I move on? Is that satisfactory? Right. To end with something that we haven't seen in the URL for a very long time. I remember the first K Van Hayden track that was put in. Woohoo! Did we vibrate around the room and we're just like, that is epic. So after a long pause, I give to you, ladies and gentlemen, the Verdroid, aka K Vander Hayden. Are you ready? Better be good now. I've built up. Darren says move on. Thank you. How many time changes so far?
You got some old flashy stuff. Some old flashy stuff. Rise with you.
movie soundtrack seems to be climbing out of the TV. Kay Vander Hayden, ladies and gentlemen, making his long-awaited return to the URL and did not disappoint. Did not disappoint. What a perfect way to end the show. Ladies and gentlemen, Kay, I'm going to give you a 10. Just because I'm glad that you're back and I'm glad that you're producing and that like, yeah, excellent stuff. Brutal, mental, crazy, 10. Just what you want at the end of the night, and it has come to the end of the night, ladies and gentlemen. We have stumbled through our way through about 68 tracks, I think, and that is fucking phenomenal for January. I didn't think that we were going to get anywhere near that. I thought we were going to get like 20, 30, which is why I thought about I would just do one URL for January, but it didn't work out like that, which is, you know, fine. Oh, Kay, how was your snare? The snare was, I mean, it's okay. That Sneaky Fox would have probably come in and tweaked it a little bit anyway, man. You know, he probably would have come in and just like maybe a bit of distortion, overdrive. I don't know, compress it a little bit, put a phaser on it if you're feeling inclined. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me for Shout Out 1 of 2021. There should be another 24 shoutouts coming your way. Each shoutout is split over 2 shows. And this has been part 2 of the first shoutout. We have come to the end. Big Clown Army love to everybody involved in everything that you do for Clown Army. Be it watching, putting in a track, or you know, whatever. Making memes, you know. Kay, I hope that you may possibly have a set for Clownfest 5. I don't know if we've spoken to you about this yet, but that would be wonderful if you could. 3.5 hours this week, 3 hours last week, I believe it was. We are looking at 6.5 hours of music, of immensely good music as well. I thank you all for joining me this evening. I thank the producers for putting in and the people who liked, commented, shared, because without you, that triangle that we got going on, that fire triangle falls apart. The viewers, the producers, the hosts. It would be great to have other people in the studio, and hopefully soon we can. Maybe we get our laws relaxed a little bit soon, and you can hear some other fucking voices on the show, not just mine rabbiting on for 6.5 hours. Birdroid says, yeah, I'm going to do a live for CS5. Boom ting. That is exactly what we want to hear. Yes. Big up everybody involved. Oh yeah, us two as well. We're definitely getting us two involved in Clownfest 5. Don't you worry about that. Right. I'm going to leave you with something that is pure beautiful. And it is me, the War Minstrel, and Charlie Ryan. The track is called Danger Zone. I am going to leave you towels. And I will see you next week for another URL. I will put the shout out up on Monday, so watch out for that. Please, if you know a producer that is looking for feedback on tracks, please make sure that you tag them in the shout out. If there is problems with this coming shout out, I will try and rectify them. I will see you next week, ladies and gentlemen, in my best radio presenter voice.